Scorpios. Welcome, welcome. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's good. I had to swallow. I just had some brunch actually in the middle of the afternoon. Or what is that called? It's not called brunch anymore. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing good. My name is Patty. For those that are brand new, welcome. I appreciate you trying my channel out. And you will find that my tarot is a little bit different than most. I do intuitive tarot that is mixed with astrology and numerology, which means we pull all those energies together. However, the main energy is the divine. Anybody he wants to send through as far as wisdom, divine wisdom, absolute truth, and love, and how to help your journey, your struggles, your trials, your tribulations. Maybe you've asked a question to divine, the energies. It's like, why is this always happening? And then this is also part of that to help your healing and help your process in your journey. All right, so let's get started. So for those of you that are brand new, I'm picking 3 oracles. We're doing this for the week of the 19th through the 25th of April. Can't believe we are already almost towards the end of April. First card is the Divine's card. So this is the answers that maybe you've been asking to questions. This is maybe something that you've been inquiring about, you're curious about. Maybe that's why you've come to tarot to see the answer. Actually, the answer is in Divine. Cards are just like, these are just a telephone. Hello, this is how I get my messages. But I also am very audio. And I'm also very highly sensitive to energies. So this is just a tool. So the first card's Divines. Second card is current energies for the week of the 19th through the 25th. And then we have future energies for, actually it's going to be for a couple of months, guys. Usually when, if you watch my channel, I'll say, oh, it's for the weekend and possibly the next week. Nope, this is a couple months. I would say May, June, and maybe even July. So it's going to be very, very interesting 2-3 months. It's very exciting because we have a lot of newness, a lot of beginning, a lot of number 1 popping up, a lot of things happening. This is an exciting month. This is exciting, actually, next 2-3 months. But it is all going to be up to you and how you process and how you move forward in those 3 months. So, and the reason why, first card out, first oracle out, remember this is the Divines, and this is, he did this with Virgos or Taurus. I can't remember who he did this with. However, it's going to pop up quite a bit because it is about you. It's about cleaning house and releasing the emotional baggage. Here we got the frog again and again and again and again and again. It just seems to be like the same old repeat, right? But this is the number 5. So we are unstable. 5 is unstable in numerology. It's also about challenges. It's about our struggles. It's about things of that nature, things that we need to clean up. Most of the times our struggles and our challenges happen because of our mindset being in the past and bringing it forward. So we don't seem to put flowers on the grave and walk away. We seem to put a tent on the grave and decide to live there and bring that with us and expect change to happen. And that doesn't happen. Okay, so that's Divine. I guess that's for somebody. He's going to be working with that. Now, if that resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, and you just heard somebody's name pop into your head, this reading might be something that you want to share with that person because the Divine gave you that person's name. All right, current energies for this week. Woo, the Bee. I don't believe in luck. I do believe in being industrious, and I believe in sweet victory. And it's also the number 7. So luck is something that if you say you're so lucky, then you don't believe in fate, you don't believe in faith, and you don't believe in trusting the divine, the second dimension. Because we have synchronistic events. We have things that happen in place in our destiny that move us to catapult us in our purpose and our journey. So I don't believe in the luck on this one here, but I do believe in being industrious and sweet victory. Also, too, the B is about the number 7, which is about potential ambition. Now, with this, what I'm getting downloaded is it's a lot of work. So if you look at a B is actually extremely industrious, right? Because it's doing the work. It's doing what needs to happen so it can get the reward at the end, the sweet victory at the end. So this is about your process, right? Again, that is about your potential and ambition to be really industrious and really motivated to work in that area. All right. So that's our current energy. What is it that you are really wanting to be industrious about? Or you're sitting there on the fence like, yeah, I really should do that. Again, there's that word should. If you were watching some of these other videos, is should is an obligation. This is not something that you want to do. It is something that you are obligated to do. So that's not something that is really going to bring you a sweet, sweet journey or victory. Your passion and your desire and your ambition is what's going to bring you a real sweet journey and a reward. Okay. So then we also have the future card for the next 2-3 months, and that is the owl. Now it's interesting because we started out with the number 5 with the divine, right? And then we came to the owl. The divine started out with 5, which means instability or challenges or things of that nature, whereas the owl is the number 4, which is now becomes stable. It has a good grounding, a good foundation. It has good boundaries, healthy boundaries, things of that nature. But it also, too, the owl has to work around deception and wisdom. Now, the owl has to determine, am I being deceived or is this actual divine wisdom? Because it's really hard if you don't have your mindset in the right place, if you are being deceived or if it is actual wisdom. So if you look at knowledge, knowledge is earthly, worldly. We can be deceived a lot. We can be deceived in a lot because we don't have the facts in front of us. It's sort of like history, if you're looking at American history, we've been lied to because whoever wrote the books chose to leave certain things out, right? And if you choose to leave certain things out, you don't have the whole truth. You only have partial truth. So that then becomes a lie. And then we become deceived. So this is a process about your emotional baggage here, your emotional processing, your foundation of that emotional processing for healing to realize if you're really on track or if you're not, or if you're being deceived. And in between that process, it's work. But if you really pay attention to the wisdom, that's where the sweet victory, the sweet reward comes in. All right. So that's our theme. Who's got some emotional baggage, challenges that we need to work on? Everybody. We all do. However, some are better at leaving the past behind than others. And some say they're leaving the past behind, but their actions show that they're really, really not. Is that you? Okay. So let's get started. We have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, first card out. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. The King of Pentacles is all about worldly possessions. He is the master. He is the wisdom. He is everything about creating a very practical mindset, worldly mindset, that kind of a thing for his life. He's great in business, he or she, I'm an entrepreneur, so he's great in business. And he's always, or she is always seeking a solution that can bring them more abundance, because that's what the mindset of the world is about the things that you can see and touch and have and feel. And I want more and more and more. Desire is more earthly than spiritual or divine or energies of that nature. And we have the Page of Pentacles, always going, always asking, always looking for more. So that is really good. But however, there's nothing wrong with having more. However, whatever your mindset is. So you can get people that are rich, that are very arrogant and very not nice people. But then you can get rich that are very humble and very giving and caring and compassionate. It's interesting to see. I don't know. I'm sure everybody knows The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. I was watching a video last night of him and how he was very transparent about how they got kicked out of Hawaii, how they went to Tennessee, got kicked out of Tennessee, went to Pennsylvania. And long story short, very transparent, very, very wealthy man, but very humble. and probably very giving, I would imagine, but very, very humble. This is the kind of energy we want to have once we gain our sweet victory, because it will come. Now, for some of you, it's going to come financially. It's going to come with your rewards of that nature. Others are going to have it with your spiritual intuition. Some of you are going to have it internally. Some of you are going to have it, having your dreams and your gifts and your abilities to be able to be happy and joyful with just that. Success is not all money. A lot of success, it's having a healthy family. Having success is somebody making it through COVID. Somebody's success might be just helping somebody in need. Or for me, like for a while, it was when my brother was murdered, being a volunteer for victim services or helping somebody who's gone through the same thing. So success is very different to everybody. So this work that we do should be not ending with us, but it should be ending through us to help somebody else. Okay. And maybe that's where this emotional baggage is stuck, is because you've got the past and it ends there, ends with you, and there's no going anywhere. It's stuck. It's like in a dimension that is stuck and not going anywhere. Even though it wants to go out a dimension and up a dimension, it can't because it's stuck. Okay. And that's your deception, that it's going to be able to go somewhere. It's not. Especially if you're dating or wanting a new relationship, it's not going to go anywhere. You're going to mess it up by keeping the past, bringing it forward. Okay. Also, too, thank you. So they said, if you do not get your emotional baggage and balance in order, and this is the planets too, guys. Again, here we go with deception. You're not going to be able to know when you're being deceived. All right. So this is something for somebody that either maybe they have been deceived or in the process of deceiving. If you check yourself and you watch the red flags and you hear that little inner voice or you hear that little intuition and you ignore it, that's when you fall for the deception. So somebody will fall for the deception, whereas somebody will check themselves and like, hey, red flag, red flag, red flag. Nope, not going to do it. That's wisdom. All right. So for somebody, and this intuition is what's going to keep you from being deceived. Excuse me, that's wisdom. That's going to keep you from being deceived. All right. Oop. I got them upside down. All right. So let's see what else is going on for you guys. Scorpios. Hermit. I would expect the Hermit to show up because, again, this is a process about looking at everything. The Hermit is overseeing and looking, but he's also paying very, very close attention, like a Virgo would, he's a Virgo, is that the close attention to something very specific. And this specificity is actually about your emotional. Oh, sorry. I knocked him out. He started flying again. These gnats. Anybody have an idea how to get rid of gnats? I've tried everything. So the Knight of Wands is coming towards the Hermit, so it is paying attention. There is something going on that we do need to pay attention to, that he's coming to. There's a message coming that needs to be paid attention to. And what's interesting is the Hermit is overseeing the Seven of Swords. Be really careful. Somebody's trying to... It's either somebody's trying to manipulate the situation or somebody's definitely trying to deceive it for their own gain. And if you fall for it, it could really change things around. Boop, boop, tower. It could really change things around. It's always interesting when the tower shows up. So really, really pay attention. Okay. Somebody's got, this might be a completely different energy. Somebody's got some travel coming up. Well, summertime, that would be very typical, very normal for travel to come up. This looks like a family travel, like a family vacation. It's something to actually bring the family back together. It's not been doing too hot. I don't know who this is for. It's very unbalanced. And it has the Six of Swords and the Star. So it will bring balance back. As long as everybody stays with the emotional baggage, out. Okay. So everybody has emotional baggage. Okay, thank you. So if you keep bringing it up over and over and over again, you're not making progress. So when we have an argument or something in the past that has to do with the past or emotional baggage, or say somebody cheated on somebody and you accepted that person back, you forgave them, you got to leave it there then. It's like carrying a sentence with you for the rest of your life if you keep bringing it up. Whereas if you forgive them and you say, okay, we're going to leave this at the door, we're not going to discuss it anymore. But here's the thing, if it happens again, you're out the door. But if it happens again, we're done. You come to a conclusion with that conversation. And the thing is that you make that and then you leave it lie. And you let the person actually prove that they have changed or want with the relationship or grow. If you keep bringing that emotional baggage up, you're ruining the chances of things actually healing and getting back to where you need to in a relationship. So for that couple or that family that is going on a travel trip, leave the baggage behind, leave the emotions behind, go and make new memories, happy memories, joyful memories, balanced memories, and leave the garbage at home. You know, let the trash man take it out. So you don't have to go through it again. All right. I don't know who that's for. All right. That is wisdom if you do that. Okay. Yes. And this is it. Just go. Have fun. Play. Have fun. Definitely. If you leave the sun is all about having fun. You got the star, the sun, which is the moon. Well, the moon's sort of hiding things, but the sun is all about playful energy, fun energy. You know, exposed that we're being ourselves. We're finally relaxed. We're finally having a great time. The stress of COVID may be behind us or be home, but we're on a vacation. We're taking it easy. You know, I see somebody going to some tropical place. Ooh, how fun. Can I go? I want to see a tropical place again. So that's definitely. So I don't know who that's for. So please go and have fun and leave your home baggage there, just there. All right. Okay. Somebody's always got to be the party pooper. Who's the party pooper? We got a lot of swords here all of a sudden. Page of Swords, King of Swords, and Strength. Okay, now I've got two different energies coming through. When I say that, I mean two different kind of personalities or people possibly coming through. So again, there is this trip. It's going great. Somebody's having a really good trip, but then somebody's got to bring that crap back up again. Why? And you're just like, I just can't let it go. I have to know the truth. I gotta let it go. I need to know if they cheated. I need to know. Well, you know what? Let it go. Divine will show you in the process. Divine will let the truth come out. He always does. Just let it go, because you're just it's going to take strength for you to let it go. Somebody's emotional baggage, they just don't want to let it go. Well, I hope that 300-400 pound big ball moving up into your future, that you're going to really carry that with you. I hope that really, really helps, because you know what? It gets heavier and heavier. And then you're the one that is like, well, I can never. Nope, that's your fault. Because you keep bringing the crap with you. The gossip, the bad talks about people, you're bringing all this negative, low vibrational energy forward, and that ball gets bigger and bigger, and you get alone more and more and more, and then you're like, I have no friends. That's your own fault. But if you turn it around, like the planets are talking about, the planets and the energies of the moon and all that kind of stuff, what you're doing is you're actually changing that negative energy to a positive. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let it go. Things might be happy. Somebody made a mistake. They'll never do it again. And then life moves on, and you can get closer and closer and closer. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. All right. All right. Oh gosh, 19 minutes already, you guys. But this, again, your future energy is the owl, deception and growing stability. So your future energy, you have to know what's wisdom, what is deception. Never going to know until you really get on top of your intuition. All right. I don't know who that's for. And the thing is, somebody's going to have some good travel unless somebody decides to ruin it. I don't know if this is a couple. I don't know if this is a family. But you know what? If kids are there, you spend all this money, have fun. You spent all this money to bring the family together. Why would you ruin it? I don't care if you even somebody triggers something. You know what? You walk away, diffuse it. Because that's not the place. That is not the place. Why would you want to have a bad memory of a vacation? Not the place. Diffuse, 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 diffuse. All right. I just cannot seem to shuffle these cards the right way. I love these cards, but you know what? They're the hardest cards to shuffle. So I just shake them the other way. What do we got? Oh, they're upside down. Okay, so what do we have? Oh, we got a lot of them. All right. Seven of Swords, Ace of Wands, Death, Queen of Pentacles, and then we have the Five of Wands in reverse. Swords, Wands. Okay, so the Seven of Swords, again, somebody's just staying focused on being betrayed, the deception, the manipulation. Somebody is just definitely focusing in on that. This is your mindset. This is the broken part of your mindset, focusing in on it, because you have the Ace of Wands next. And that's an opportunity to communicate, get it out in the open, and end it once and for all, because we have Death as that card. End it, end it, end it, end it, finish it, put it to bed, and put it to bury it. Bury that sucker, put some flowers on it, and walk away. Because again, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Now you got the Queen and King of Pentacles. You can have everything. You can have everything. Well, you can, that's beyond, it depends on, again, your mind process, your process of your thinking again. And then we have the Five of Wands in reverse. You're fighting yourself. You're talking to yourself. This is where this gets hard, because you have to learn a new way of thinking, of stopping yourself when something is low vibrational, low energy, low frequency, something that is going to come out negative, because the planets are talking about changing that negative to a positive. Even the planets are talking about it. The divine's talking about it. This is not me. This is not of my works. This is not my way. Thank you. So that's his message. And the more you work at thinking more positive than negative, more high vibrational, turning some negative thought around, or some low vibrational thought around. Oh, that's ugly. No, it's not. It really isn't that. Why did I say that? That was judgmental. No, it's not. It's beautiful to somebody. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And the more work you do at that, I used to be here. I don't talk about anything that I haven't gone through or done. Okay. And then you will really know the difference when you're being deceived, or when that wisdom is coming out. And that, my friends, is balance. To know the difference between first dimension and second dimension, that is balance. To know when divine is sharing something, when the world's sharing something. Amazing balance. Huge, huge power you have here and here. Huge. And it's amazing. I would never go back to worldly thinking. I have to every now and then, because I'm living on this flipping ball. But the thing is, I'm more spiritual. I'm always more spiritual than I am earthly. So you guys, that is your reading there. So we got a few minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and read what the planets have to say for Scorpios for the rest of the week. Now, remember, the full moon is on the 26th. I will be doing a reading. So if you haven't subscribed, I don't know what time yet. I will be doing a reading that day. I had to change it on the new moon because of my leg, and I needed to get out and walk. I was facing possibly going back in, and I did not want to go back in to have my leg manipulated. So the 26th, I won't know what time it is, so just know that you'd have to hit the bell when you subscribe, and you'll know when I'm on live for that. Otherwise, if you are already subscribed, you'll know when I'm on live. So for your reading, or any moon or retrogrades or anything like that. We have so many retrogrades coming up. It's like a waterfall. It's crazy. There's like 6 different planets from June, July, August. There's like boop, 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 boop. It's like a waterfall of retrogrades. It's amazing. And when a retrograde happens, that means the planets slow down, and it looks like they're almost stopped and in reverse. And the thing is, when that happens, when they slow down that much, the planets are extremely, extremely powerful. So depending on the planet, what their characteristics are or energies are, those are going to really hype up. So like in the full moon readings, more full moon readings share a lot more of that than the new moon. But we'll go into that on the 26th. Otherwise, you'll just come to your reading if you want to do that. All right. But don't forget to like as well, because that helps if you like the videos, then it brings more viewing for that video. The YouTube says, okay, people like that, will show it more. Boop. So that's what happens with that for YouTube. And then shares, if you resonate with this and you hear somebody's name or somebody it resonates with, then share the video so that you can share it, be the conduit to somebody else's healing. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so we definitely are. Remember, for the planets, we are wanting to change that negative energy to a positive. Is there going to be another one or just these two? From a negative to a positive. Okay, we do want to do that. Yeah. Okay, so makes sense. We're at the rock bottom. Divine is energy is definitely the same thing as the planets. We're at rock bottom. We want to take those low vibrational negative energies and turn them to a positive. The number 10, we have to finish it. We got to complete it, let it go, and get it to the end. We have storm. This is the middle. This is where you have to do your work. This is where you have to do your homework. The same energies, guys, the planets and the divine, same energies. You have to do your homework. You have to be super focused in on what you do. You have to be intent. You have to be the hermit. Where'd the hermit go? Again, the hermit. Excuse me. You have to do that. And here's the thing. Are you listening to yourself? Because there is a difference between hearing and listening. And then there's active listening. Hearing means it goes in one ear and out the other majority of the time. Listening is like, okay, you're halfway listening and you're sort of halfway in there. But if you have active listening, you are repeating what the other person says. You're focusing in on everything they say. You're making sure you understand, because you might be misunderstanding. Did I understand you right when you said that the sun is red? And they're like, no, I said the sun is yellow. You could have misunderstood. So you want to be able to do that as well. Are you listening? And not only listening to yourself, but also listening to really what's out there. Really, really a process. If you haven't watched my communication video, definitely that would be a really, really helpful one to you. Then you can learn about different ways to communicate, different ways to diffuse this problem when that comes arise on your vacation, whoever this is who's going on a trip very shortly. Very shortly, I want to say in the next couple of weeks, maybe sometime in early to mid-May. So that is awesome. But you know what? You got to diffuse. And that definitely takes strength, because a lot of us want to tell our own opinion and get our opinion in there and get really like, well, that's what I believe in this and I believe in that. Well, you know what? If we all just sort of step back and just sort of deep breath, and we looked at everybody else's and just said, hey, you know, okay, we can agree to disagree. That's wisdom. Okay, because everybody is made differently, and it all goes that way. All right, guys, Scorpios, that is your reading for today. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell, and you'll know when that full moon reading is on and when your next reading is up on the 26th, because I start readings on Tuesdays. Usually I'm done by Friday. I'm not this week. My leg has really taken a toll this week, so I am taking a lot of time resting. So we will see you again, and I probably will be doing these tomorrow too, because I think I'm done for the day. All right, take care, you guys.